Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to another 2-Minute Tuesday. So if you're new here, well, welcome. These videos are all about breaking down real estate terms and concepts that sound more complicated than they actually are. My goal here is to help you feel more confident and informed, whether you're buying or you're selling or just curious about how this whole real estate thing works. If you find this helpful, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. And besides, it really does help the channel, so we do appreciate that. Thank you in advance. And speaking of future episodes, if you have a topic that you want me to explore, let me know down in the comments. Now, today we're going to be talking about days on market, or DOM. This is one of those numbers that can tell you a lot about the home if you know what you're looking at. So what exactly is days on the market? Well, it's pretty simple. DOM is the number of days a home has been actively listed for sale on the Multiple Listing Service, or MLS. Think of it as a home's report card for how long it's been sitting on the market waiting for a buyer. Now, here's where it gets a little interesting for both buyers and sellers. So if you're a buyer and you see a home that's been sitting on the market for 5 days, that tells you something very different than a home that's been sitting on the market for 95 days. A low DOM, well, usually means the home is, well, it's priced right. It is in good condition, or it's in a hot neighborhood where homes are moving quickly. You might be competing against other buyers, so you'll need to act fast and bring your A game to your offer. On the flip side, a high DOM might signal that the home is overpriced, needs a little work, or there's something about it that's making buyers a little hesitant. Now, let's be clear here. It doesn't necessarily mean that the home is a bad home, but it does give you some negotiating power because the seller, well, they might be a little bit more motivated to make a deal. Now, if you are a seller, well, DOM is something that you really need to pay attention from day number one. The longer your home sits in the market, the more buyers start to wonder, what's wrong with it? It's kind of like when you see a carton of milk at the store that's way in back while all the other cartons are gone. You start thinking, why didn't anyone else want that one? Fair or not, that's how buyers think. The good news is that you have control over this. Pricing your home competitively from the start, making sure that it shows well, and being flexible with showings can help you make a huge difference to keep that DOM number low. And here's a little insider tip. In some markets, if a home is taken off the market and it's relisted, well, the DOM resets. Now, some agents use this strategy, but savvy buyers, let's be real here, and their agents can usually spot it on the listing history, so it's not a magic fix. Now, one question I do hear often all the time is, what's a good DOM number? Well, that entirely depends on your local market. In a hot seller's market, well, homes might average 10 or 20 days on the market. In a slower market, 60 or 90 days might totally be normal. Your real estate agent can pull data on the average DOM for your area and price range, which gives you the context you need to interpret what you are seeing. The key takeaway is this, friends. DOM, it's a tool. It's not a judgment. It's just one piece of information that helps you and your real estate agent understand the story behind the listing. So, friends, there you have it. I told you, DOM wasn't that scary. If you have more questions about the days on the market or how it applies to your specific situation, definitely sit down with your real estate agent and talk it through. They can show you the numbers for your market and help you strategize whether you are buying or you are selling. And of course, you can always drop a comment down below if you have additional questions. And actually, on that note, if you are buying or selling in the state of California, I'm a real estate agent right here in Orange County. Feel free to give me a shout. Happy to sit down and chat with you. And if you enjoy this episode, well, check out my other 2-Minute Tuesday videos. I break down everything from earnest money to closing costs, all to help you learn more about real estate. Anyway, friends, that is all I have. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.